Hello, boys and girls. Do you remember yesterday Ms. Lori teaching you more about the different types of weather we see in spring? Today, we're going to talk more about rain. To learn more about rain, we're going to learn the water cycle today. And here is a picture of what the water cycle looks like. Water cycle is one of the most interesting cycles to learn. Water cycle is simple to understand. This is a reversible cycle, which means every stage in the cycle keeps repeating itself. And we're going to learn 4 new words. And they are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. These might seem very hard 4 new words, but I know you can get it. Let's begin with the first one. Can you all repeat me? I'm going to say the word and we're going to say it again together. Evaporation. Everyone, evaporation. Excellent. Evaporation means water heats from the sun. Water turns to water vapor. Water is liquid and water vapor is a gas. And you see all the water vapors are going up into the clouds. The next word is condensation. Can you all say it? Condensation. Good job. Condensation means water goes up to the clouds. Water vapor cools down, changes to liquid in clouds, which becomes water drops in the clouds. See the water going into making the clouds and going into the clouds? The next word is precipitation. Can you all say precipitation? Precipitation. Good job. Precipitation means drops get too big for clouds depending on temperature outside. Water falls to the ground as rain, snow, sleet, hail come out of the clouds. And this picture shows the rain coming out of the clouds. See? And the last word is collection. Can you all say it with me? Collection. Good job. Which means water is collected. The water gathers back into bodies of water, such as rivers, lakes, and oceans. So those are our 4 new words. And before we go into it more, I'm going to read you a little bit of a book I found that talks more about rain and the water cycle. And the book is called Rainy. See the little girl with the ladybug umbrella? Where is she? Good, she's outside. And what's going on in the picture? Excellent. Yes, it's rainy. And the book's called Rainy. Drip, drip, splash. Here comes the rain. Rain bounces off the ground. Rain falls down hard in a park. There are many kinds of rainfall. A sprinkle is light. A downpour is heavy. Rain is part of the water cycle. How does water become rain? First, the sun heats up water in lakes, rivers, and oceans, which is the evaporation part. The sun heats the water in a lake. Gas rises off the water's surface, and those are the water vapors. As water heats up, it turns into gas. You cannot see the gas as it rises into the cooler air in the sky. Then the gas cools off. The gas turns into tiny drops of water, the precipitation. The drops form clouds. The drops become too heavy to stay in the air. Then they fall as rain. Rain clouds gather in the sky. So that is the condensation part when the clouds are formed, and the precipitation part where the rain falls. The water cycle looks like this. Rain falls into the soil. Then it flows into rivers, lakes, and oceans. The water cycle begins again. So that's our book there that introduces the water cycle. Now, Ms. Melanie drew some pictures to help you and to go over it one more time with you. You ready? And then I have another picture to show you. I have lots to help you understand. Here is evaporation. In this stage, the sun starts to evaporate the water in the water bodies, like oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, and rivers. The water is in the liquid stage in the water bodies. But changes in weather and heating due to the sun converts it into gases or vapor of water. Slowly, these vapors of water start rising up into the sky. Another part of evaporation is water also escapes from plants due to sun's heat, adds to the process of evaporation. So the sun heats up the water that's in our grass and in our plants and our trees, and it also evaporates up into the sky. So that is stage 1. The next stage, stage 2, is condensation. It is in this stage the clouds form. You see the clouds formed? The water in the form of the vapors rising cools down at a certain height and condenses to form clouds. So that is our stage 2. The next stage is the rain or the precipitation. And here it is. The water keeps condensing to form clouds, but when there is too much water gathering or collected in these clouds, the clouds become heavy. This means the air can no longer hold this much amount of water, and the water starts to fall back, mostly in the form of rain. It falls back down. Whee, down it goes. The precipitation. So that would be stage 3. All right, the last stage is collection. This water falling down in the form of rain or snow gets collected in different water bodies. When it falls on the ground, it gets stored under the ground and is called groundwater. Then again, evaporation starts due to the sun's heat, and the cycle happens again. And that is stage 4. So we could hang all our stages up and have it in a row to help us understand the water cycle. And that's what you can do with this. I drew it and I could hang it up. So I could say, put up stage 1. Come with me, see? And we could put stage 1 together. And I'm only gonna put one of them up. So, you ready? Here is stage 1. And we'll put this in the middle. All right, here, stage 1 is, what did we say? Do you remember? Evaporation. So we take some tape. 1 piece of tape and 2 pieces of tape, and we hang it up. Oops, my stage 1 fell. Let me make sure it stays. Oh. There we go. And I'm gonna hang it up right here. Stage 1. Next would be stage 2. You remember what stage 2 is? Yes, condensation, which means the clouds form. So we're gonna put, follow me, up here, stage 2. See, stage 2 is going, which is condensation. Whoop. 1 piece of tape. All right, let's put the condensation up. And here is stage 2. I hung it up so it goes in a circle. Let me move it over a little bit. There we go. So far. Now we have to do stage 3. And you remember stage 3? Yes, precipitation. Uh-oh. And we put it over here. Stage 3. And our precipitation picture. And we put it right here in the right order. There we go. And the last stage, stage 4, which means collection. Good job. That's when the water gets collected into the ground or into the different bodies of water. And here is our collection picture. So let's go over it over here. See if I have it right. So over here is the water cycle. First, evaporation. The water evaporates, goes up into the clouds, which is condensation. And then the clouds can't hold it anymore, and it starts to rain, which is the precipitation. And then it goes into the water, and it's collection. And let's see if I put it in the right order. So, the water cycle. 1, evaporation. 2, condensation. 3, precipitation. And 4, collection. Well, I hope you had fun doing this activity and learning the water cycle with me. And just wait, Ms. Lori's going to do a fun science experiment with the water cycle. See you soon. Bye.